frowny face in your chest, little wench. I'm unmentionably fresh, I'm a mensch. Get correct, I will walk into a court while it wrecks, screaming, yes, I am guilty, motherfuckers, I am death. Hey, you wanna hear a good joke? Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Who flame throw your fuck shit to Funyuns. Flame your crew quicker than Trump fucks his youngest. Now face the flame fuckers, your fame and fate's done with. I walk Charlie Brown, Peppermint, Patty, Linus, and Lucy. Put coke in the doobie, roll woolies to smoke with Snoopy. I still remain that dick grabbing slacker to spill the wookie. Cause the total of the toolie will murder you friggin' moolies. Fuck out of here. Yeah. Top billing, come cops and billing it. Shots is blocked, shipped out and bought, and y'all feeling it. LP killing it, killer Mike killing shit. What more can I say? We top billing it. Valiant without villain it. Viciously found victory. Burnt towns and villages, burning, looting, and pillaging. Murderers try to hurt us, we curse them and all their children. I just want the bread and bologna bundles to tuck away. I don't work for free, I am barely giving a fuck away. So tell begging Johnny and Mommy to get the fuck away. Yo, here's a gun, son, now run, get it the gut away. Live to shoot another day.
tube and tune out the war, 'cause it's so hard on you. Oh, what a privilege. I know it's a new year shit, but who cares? I'm drowning in my tears and fear the end is here or real nearby. So I hereby declare independence from all your amendments. Is this a mere cry? 'Cause it feels like I'm fenced in when nothing is remaining and everything's caving. You're still the only one who's worth saving.
the best of them. Don't keep changing, waiting. Don't keep changing, waiting. Sunday school is a place for fools. It's hot in hell, but the devil's cool. Don't keep changing, waiting. Don't keep changing, waiting. So don't just sit there, join the club. Sell your soul to Beelzebub.
Everybody, it is I, Count Jackula, your favorite satanic streamer, here yet again with another satanic stream here on this beautiful, horrible Monday. What is up, sinners? We are listening to Primus, of course, and we are singing about Winona's Big Brown Beaver. Some of y'all should be very excited about. I see Vampirus is with Vampirus Confidence is with us, Cat Hermit is with us, Indigo. We've got to leave her. Yeah. I see Indigo is going ahead with their name change. That's good. We also have Mousedon Flashman. How you doing? Up his nose. And that your home is not, no, fuck no. It's Puerto Rico, man. What's wrong with Puerto Rico? Nothing wrong with Puerto Rico. Except being flooded. Just tried to bite me. Why, I know a little big brown beaver, and she stroked him all the time. Didn't one day, and that occurred to her, might have porcupine. You know, I don't think that song's about a beaver at all. What do you think? Hey, Jordan Becker, Stephen Saint, Alexander. Man, I can't take it. I can't fucking take it no more. You know, I just can't fucking take it no more. I can't fucking take it no more. Like, holy fucking shit. That Madison Square Garden's horse shit. Fuck everybody. Just fuck everybody. I hope everyone that was at that goddamn thing gets raped with a chainsaw. Fucking hell. Like, that shit was the worst yet. That shit was the worst yet. Like, they're just fucking, they're sitting there, like, busting on Puerto Rico, and I'm just sort of like, motherfucker, this what you respond to. This is what you think is important. This is what y'all like. Fuck you. Fuck you. Holy fucking shit. America's so racist it refuses to have a 51st state because it got too many brown people in it. Like, that's just what it is. Like, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I mean, like, we all knew it. Now, let's just fucking say it. No, you don't want that thing to be a state because you're fucking racist. That's why. You know, because you used to get basically cheapest slave labor over there. Now you don't, and you're all butthurt about it. Fuck you. You know, just that's it. Just no, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, the horse you rode in on. Fuck the boat that brought you fucking over here. Fuck the Dutch for fucking starting the transatlantic slave trade. Fuck the British Empire for nuclear charging that shit. And fuck the French while we're at it. You know, because we're talking about, you know, the Caribbean area. So fuck the French while we're at it. Fuck you too. Just fuck all of Europe right now. God. I can't fucking stand it. Well, I'll let Ireland off the hook, you know, like, you know. Like, those guys were colonized before we were, so, you know. You know, we don't have as many gripes with Ireland. Oh, they could pay for all the fucking chainsaw cornholing they want. I'll take the money just as long as I get to do it. Jesus. Hey, let's make a joke about assassinating the vice president. Oh, yeah, it was just a joke, bro. I'm Goth Dark MAGA. Fuck you, Elon Brusk. Fucking. Just fuck you. Just fuck you. I'm Dark Goth. I'm Black Goth MAGA. Fuck you. Like, just fuck you. You weren't cool enough back in the 90s, and you're not cool enough now. Oh. God, don't wear a baseball cap. Just for the love of fuck. And all you fucking, like, I feel bad for early Tesla adopters because y'all running Nazi mobiles now. Fucking Cybertruck people got no fucking excuse. No fucking excuse. No goddamn fucking excuse. I don't. If Musk wants to be loved, well, too bad for him. I guess he don't get what he wants. He don't get what he want for Christmas this year. Musk was always cringe, probably just daddy loves stepsister more. Well, can you blame him at this point? Just for the love of crap. Hey, Elon, stop trying to save the world, okay? I think the world's better off without you saving it. Yeah. Yeah, never forget that Elon Musk's family got rich off slave labor. And not like a long time ago either. Like within most of our lifetimes. Yeah, and he's removing that block button. Oh, fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you and your little fucking Nazi Gestapo snitching online ways. I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Like, I see that shit. It's basically, hey, how can I be a Nazi and come off like a hero? You know, like, come on. Yeah, them gem mines ain't gonna mine themselves without slave labor. Yeah, South Africa had apartheid in the 90s, and there's still like white people who are like, oh, they should get over it. I'm like, motherfucker, they're still alive. That generation is still alive, okay? They're allowed to be a little pissed. Are you're just upset because now you get to be treated like normal people because people don't have to watch what they fucking say around you anymore. And now it's really coming out. No. Look, I'm sorry, racist rural America. The rest of America cannot stand you. They can't stand you. All they want is you to drop that racism. You can't do it. Like, it's really all they wanted. It's really what everybody else wanted. No, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Had to go with the Cheeto Man. Had to go with fucking cheese balls. Had to go cheese balls with the bad perm. Like, really? Really? This your God King? The guy with the worst haircut ever? Did fucking all those terrible televangelist haircuts fucking, like, turn your brains to goddamn mush? It did, didn't it? Always looking for some rich motherfucker to tell you what to do. Yeah, what? Not even when you're getting the money. You giving it away. Fucking giving it away. You're giving your worship away. They didn't even buy it. You just gave it to them. Oh, yeah. Oh, here, have it. You're white and have bad hair. You know, like, what? I got people wondering how I live in a city that's on fire. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about the wildfires? Like, I mean, yeah, that's pretty scary. No, didn't you see there was a fire downtown? I live downtown. Second of all, I'm pretty sure they handled it. Because it's not on fire now. Now people are setting voting machines on fire. Can't let go of it. They'd rather burn democracy to the ground. They don't want a black woman as president that bad. That bad. Well, too bad. Too bad. The only thing that makes me feel good about it is if fucking America don't accept a black female president. Capitalism is going to go down with it. It'll take a little longer. But yeah. This is not going to be a good recovery. You know, capitalism's not going to make the cut when the recovery finally happens. Just not going to happen. Oh, and you'll secede. Yeah. You'll secede, and then you'll try to go to war with us over the secession, over the fact that you seceded, because all of a sudden you realize, oh shit, like we can't actually do anything. You know, good luck with that. And someone's going to be like, what the hell happened to America, man? It was like, well, there was this whole argument about who got to use the bathroom. And that was worth tearing the country apart? Well, about half of them thought so. Yeah, it turns out Tom Swift was not that far off. In fact, he wasn't far off at all. In fact, I think he hit the mark. Yeah, we know that they'll say that the election was rigged if they lose. Election night's going to be a horror show because it's just going to it's going to go into this protracted battle no matter what the fuck happens. What do I think of Detroit rebuilding itself? I think it sounds like a good idea. Like, Jesus. Yeah, why am I angry? I don't know. Did you take a look outside? Madison Square fucking Garden rally. Just crap. Being on Joe Rogan, crap. I don't know, man. It's got nothing to do with anything but penis. Bunch of guys are afraid their dongs ain't big enough, so they support Trump. End of story. I don't think that, no, the new epic rap battle is about the election. No, it would not make me feel better. Like, just, I don't even care who wins. Just having to, like, just imagining Trump at this point just makes me mad. It just makes me mad. It makes me so angry. It's just that feeling of like, yeah, dear Donald Trump, you are the epitome of everything I hate about America. All of it. And just the bad parts. Like consolidated into one doughy, weird, kitten-heeled, like, guy with a bad haircut. It's like, I didn't think that was possible for one person to be all that bad. If I tried imagining him on fire, oh, no. I'm like Daredevil. The world's on fire when I look at it. So I don't... Ugh. You know, but why? All right, St. Stephen, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I'm seeing numbers. I don't know what they mean. They're out of context. Yeah, eventually Trump will die. Well, it can't happen soon enough. And why are we acting like... And why is the news acting like he's normal? Because he isn't. He's deeply unpleasant. But then again, I guess that's his base. They're just deeply unpleasant. You know, there's a bunch of people with hats. Oh, he's my president. I think Joe Biden ought to drop out of the race. He dropped out, bitch. Shut up. Sit down. Keep up on fucking current events or something. Keep up on current events. But that's not what it's about. No, that's not what it's about. I don't want to have to think about the world changing around me. Things were better when I could have black men lynched by accusing them of rape. And that was better when I could just justify lynching a black guy for raping somebody. I miss those days. Yeah, sorry, I lost my male redneck voice there. I don't know what happened. I probably should have gone like this. You know, really gave it a little Cletus. Yeah, people see themselves in Trump, which is horrifying. Horrifying. It's like, you see yourself in that. Have you considered suicide? I mean, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying, have you considered it? You know, clearly you want to do it because, you know, you see yourself in Trump, you obviously hate yourself a lot. Like, you hate yourself more than anybody. Holy crap. Wow, you think you're stupid, badly dressed, can't read. That's what you think of yourself? Holy, woo, damn. Might as well just let the dog next door rape you, I guess. I don't know what else to tell you. I thought the people they were persecuting had a raw deal. Yeah, shame on the Undertaker and Kane. Like, fucking hell. Undertaker, you were undefeated, baby. Not anymore. Won every WrestleMania just to lose at life? As a person? Come on, baby. What are you doing? I mean, I knew Hulk Hogan was a piece of shit, but really? I mean, really? At least Stone Cold still hates Trump. Yeah, at least we got that. We got that. Well, the thing is that they really want to polish that turd. The problem is they're also bad at it, which is what's making me so fucking insane. You know, there are only bad reasons why it's a close race. There are only bad reasons. There are no good ones. Yeah, Undertaker's pro-Trump. Yeah. Yep. I don't blame you, Alexi. I don't blame you. Yeah, I felt the same way. I was like, I did not need to know this. I did not need to know this. Because they're all like, well, he's, gonna save America. And I'm like, from what? From what? What's he gonna save us from? No, I get it. They're all like accelerationists in the other direction. God chooses imperfect people to lead the world. Oh. Don't. Just can't argue with Jesus. Can't stand it. The fucking super chat's down there, by the way, anymore. If you want to give me a couple of bucks. Yeah, at least you got Batista. Fucking. See, now I want the Undertaker to go down. Like, now I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. CM Punk hates Trump. Good. Because I wouldn't say CM Punk was my hero, but I kind of liked him. Well, you thought at least, like, I don't know, man. That misogyny and that racism, it runs deep in America. It runs deeper than than most of us even suspected. Deep, super deep. Because it fucking got politics got involved in that church, and that was all she wrote, baby. Church, the most racist institution in America. All of them. Super racist. They're the most racist places you will ever see. They're the one building in the world, in the fucking America, that's legally allowed to segregate itself. You want to argue? Then you tell me why there is such a thing as a black church. Gonna have to answer that one. I mean, of course, the real question is, why is there a white church? But, I don't know if you could speak that much truth to power. Are we not allowed to be proud that we're white? No, you're not. Why? Because whiteness is all based on owning people. You're not allowed to have pride in that. You're not allowed to have pride in coming into someone else's house, declaring yourself the greatest. You don't get to fucking have pride in breaking into somebody's fucking property, killing them, burying their bodies in the back, and then saying you built it with your own bare hands, and everyone else should pull themselves up by their bootstraps. I'm sorry, you don't get to have pride in that. And you know it because you don't have white pride, because you know it's true. That's why your pride organizations are things like the KKK, because you know there's nothing to take pride in. Except maybe you've got 11% more Neanderthal DNA than everybody else. Maybe that's it. Have you ever seen Jesus Camp? Fuck yeah, I saw Jesus Camp. Fuck those places. Yeah, that's what Republicans want for schools. Yeah, no, it actually is. It actually is. Absolutely, 100%. Can't even recognize black people as Christians. The rest of us normal people live in a world where the fucked up stereotype in our head of an old black person is that they're a churchgoer. They don't even have that in common with the rest of us. They're all like, oh, well, they're all Muslim. What? You assume that an old black man is Muslim. An old black man wearing a cross. Woo! That's some alternate reality bullshit. Yeah, I can safely say I'm not Christian in the least. I'm just not. There's no way. You know, anything about Christianity that I agreed with is clearly not what you're supposed to be as a Christian. Not if Donald Trump is the icon. Not if Donald Trump is allowed to be depicted in Jesus pose. Churches should have lost their shit over that. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. Broke the first commandment. Right there. Oh, but no, you can't do that. You have to give them their opinions. Oh, fuck you. Gay people aren't allowed to exist, but like, I get it. It's because it's straight white people. Straight white people, they get to break all the rules. The rules don't apply to them. They get to be chosen by God for being imperfect. Man, I wish I had a bigger dick just so I could choke you with it. Are white Christians there that stupid? Yes, you bet your sweet bippy man they are. Well, the whole fucking thing is based on not having to think. How smart do you think they actually are? Why do you think they can't actually argue, but they're also puffed up on confidence? They think that they can fucking take anybody in a debate, but they can't talk about shit because they don't know anything. Why? They're stupid. They're stupid. They're conditioned to be stupid. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And Donald Trump is the stupidest prize. To be fair, it's not like they actually care about their faith anyway. No, they don't. They just love paying lip service to it. And they know that they aren't worthy. They know they're not worthy. They know it. They just don't want to have to do anything about it. The laziest motherfuckers on the goddamn planet. What about the children? Okay, do you want to pay for school lunches? No! But I'm worried a child might be confused about their gender identity. Can we get this food deal figured out? You know, get onto this where they're allowed to take a piss a little bit later. Everyone shits and pisses in diapers in the beginning and anyway, fuck. Chill out for 5 minutes. And abortion ain't about abortion either. That's another thing that pisses me off. All this abortion crap is really something that they drummed up to get people. Here's something you gotta know about the anti-abortion thing. It was started because it was no longer popular to talk about segregating schools. So they needed a dog whistle that they could use that would get evangelical Christians on their side. And it turned out abortion was the biggest wedge issue among American Christians. And then it very neatly segregated the least racist and the most racist. So, abortion it was. Abortion's never been about abortion. It's never been about abortion. You know, you can see it just in their politics. By the way, that's it. That's why they're so against abortion. Yep. That's what it's really about. That and the great replacement theory. Oh my God, they're replacing white people. We got to get rid of all this equality because we got to keep whiteness on top. And if you don't think that that's what's happening, you're either stupid or blissfully naive. It is that dumb. It is that dumb. Because it's easy. Those who support Trump just want an easy answer. They want an easy answer that they don't have to work for, that they don't have to really do anything for. They want, remember passive income? They want passive democracy. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to change. I don't have to do anything. I just get rich. And if I vote for Trump, that'll happen. And if you're like, it can't be that stupid, it is. It is that stupid. It is the statement. Think about it. I could sum up most Trumpers' take on economics with this statement. I'm going to get rich or go broke trying. You notice how for like half a second that almost made sense? For like a split second, you had to think about it for a minute, but you could have easily have just been not listening and gone like, yeah, that makes sense. Wait a minute. If you go broke trying, you're going in the wrong direction. Like, you have no hope. But that split second before your intellect kicked in, that's where those people live. What's the distinction between North American white supremacy compared to European white supremacy? Oh, North American white supremacy is less tied to regionalism. Actually, a better way of saying it, white supremacy is always attached to nationalism. So Europe actually will always have its nationalism, its racism come right out of nationalism. Like, they'll make the nationalist argument first. That's where its racism really lies. It's less, it still has to do with skin color, but it's not the first thing. It's a close second. Don't get me wrong. You ain't off the hook. Like, it's right behind it. You know, just like my middle and index finger here. You know, right there. You know, you may be like, well, one is longer than the other, but I'm definitely not poking anyone's pussy without both of them going in. You know what I mean? So Europe is a bit more nationalistic about its racism. America's the same in the opposite direction. The nationalism's just a little bit behind skin color prejudice. Now, if you're like, that's not much of a difference, you'd be right. Britain for British, France for French, etc. Exactly. Exactly. We have America first, but it might be enough to sway an electoral election, but no one who isn't a racist is going to get taken in by that. You know, where you could see like a normal British person like getting taken in by Britain first. You know, because that sounds right. Yeah, in America, no, we know what that means. Not saying it'll change the election, but we know what it means. It was the slogan of America's Nazi Party, America First. And it actually didn't get very far in America. Not like it is now, so we'll see. And it's not just about Trump. That's the thing that really pisses me off. It's not just about him. It's about the followers. But what his presence has allowed to happen, it has allowed all of them a vanguard. It has given them all something that they can get behind. And my opinion is, once he goes, it'll start breaking apart. Once he's gone, it'll start breaking apart. They'll still be there. They'll still be there. Yes, yes, John, I need a buddy. I need a buddy. I could use a buddy. Yes. Yes, I almost didn't come on today because I was in such a foul mood about everything. Despite the fact that personally, the things that are going on in my personal life, it's actually pretty good. You know, it's actually okay. You know, things have actually are doing well. Things are moving forward at a good pace. Like, you know, yay, the buddy system. Okay, so tell you what, I'll send you the link and heat a coffee to give you some time to, you know, get ready and shit. Ugh. You know what? Let's put Wheelchair Sports Camp back on. And scornfully accept the bullshit which is our lives. Do some real Albert Camus Sisyphus shit. I love you.
Still whisper on my lips, feeling at my fingertips, squirting at my skin. You leave me when I'm at my worst, feeling as if I've been cursed.
Whoop.
Bitter cold within.
Hey, let me just get your name up here.
Days go by and still I think of you. Days when I couldn't live.
If my life without you.
You know what that reminds me of? Sam Good.
Oh. All right. What you were saying? What does this remind you of?
I was like, this music for some reason reminds me of like Sam Goody.
Yeah, about the right, almost the right period of time, man. You know, like I think it was a little after Sam Goody, but not by much.
Yeah, 98.
Yeah. Like 90. Actually, I think this song was like 2004 or something. You know, like I was saying, like not.
It was a Kia commercial song.
Yeah. It was like about the right period of time, even if Sam Goody had like disappeared by then. But like it was definitely the kind of music you would have heard in the Sam Goody.
For some reason, I can't see you on Zoom. So
Jack, do I like being biracial? Depends on the day. Depends on the day and what's going on. I go to an anime convention. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
he's trying to apply for a loan pretty bad. Sorry. Look, I'm whitey and I apologize.
Yeah. Well, I'm half Asian. That this means they don't know what to do. Depends on how rich my Chinese family is. I'm pretty sure. You know, actually, I never thought about that. I'm pretty sure I could get a business loan. I don't want to have to pay that back though.
Yeah, just go in there with like your jade egg, you know.
I've just been like, I have the dragon's egg, $1 million.
I want to make so many jokes, but like if I do it, it's incredibly racist.
You're right. You're right. Can't be that late. Early 2000s was Benny Benassi's turf. Oh shit, you're right. Was Sam Goody still around at that period of time? Because I remember hearing Benny Benassi in that version records all the time. Well, and that was still a thing.
Yeah, Sam Goody was still around in the 2000s.
Okay. All right.
Apparently they can't really hear me, so I don't know if that's on
that's probably, hold on, that's me. All right, try now.
All right. So
yeah, there you
now,
go. All right, your
okay.
levels are now good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, levels are now good. Man, what?
I still can't see you on Zoom though.
Oh, you can't see me on Zoom? Oh, okay, hang on.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Hang on. Do.
Imagine being
there we go.
Imagine being on Staten Island and having the fucking unmitigated gall. The absolute chutzpah. Actually, you know what? The absolute idiocy to call another island Trash Island.
I know. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, what? I mean, that was one of those, man, I knew you was racist, but holy fuck, man. Like,
see, I'm assuming you have also been on social media, so you have seen something from Kill Tony, right?
I have not. I've not seen anything from Kill Tony. I don't even know who that is.
Blessed ignorance. All right, so basically, there's this guy.
Yeah, I saw the news.
We'll get there in a moment. There's this guy named Tony. He does this thing where he gives like a bunch of open micers like 5 minutes, and then they can tell their fucking jokes and whatnot. Basically, it's an excuse for him and his shitty fucking white comedian friends to make fun of people who aren't professional comedians. You know, and it's a great like fucking unfunny hour of entertainment. Imagine like 6 comedians trying to judge what's funny.
So so like Dennis Miller and John Snyder get up there.
It's like, you remember Colin Quinn's show he did back in the 90s?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Colin Quinn, the God, the least funny SNL cast member.
You're great as a host, but like that's about it. Don't tell jokes. You're not good at it. But
Yeah, go back to
yeah.
remote control.
But yeah, so the guy who hosts that, the eponymous Tony, is the son of a bitch that just bombed in front of like the fucking Nazi rally in Madison Square Garden. And by the way, that's what it is. It's not. It's a fascist rally. Uh, hey John, how do you know that? Cause I heard what the speeches were about.
Yeah.
It's real fascist up in that bitch right now.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. Isn't it great that like we have a presidential candidate who could possibly win, and like nobody's really talking about like how, like, no one in the mainstream media at least is nobody really talking about how fascistic the ideas are that are coming from the lips of Trump, and not just Trump,
yeah.
like the rest of the Republican Party.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Like, isn't it great? Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's
like,
fantastic. I'm just loving it. You know, it's fantastic. What a great time to be alive. You
Like-
know,
like-
like I can't, but like I'm also mad because ever since the 80s, I've been screaming about it's gonna happen. We're gonna get to this point if we don't do something. Oh, and lo and behold, here we are.
we're here. Yeah, no, I personally, as an anti-fascist, as a leftist, I want liberals to kiss my dick when I fucking told them 8 years ago that this is going to be bad. I want them to understand, like don't fucking be like,
super
oh my
bad.
god, I can't believe it. It's like, no, leftists and fucking anti-fascists have been fucking telling you for 10 plus
Believe
years.
it.
Yeah,
Believe it. It's
coming.
happening. And I
Oh,
think,
but-
to be fair, most of America realizes that. I'm just worried that that's
Same.
not enough. You know, it's
Look.
it's definitely the thing that makes me go like, look, whatever takeover they have, it's not going to go smoothly.
No.
You know, it is not going to go smoothly. And I'm like, I think they're forgetting how big those Black Lives Matter marches were. What do you do when it's about everybody? What do you do when it is all lives matter?
That's the thing. Like, maybe it'll be different this time. I have a sneaking suspicion there'll be a lot of people that get in lock and step.
Oh, there'll be tons of them. Yeah. But I mean,
Everyone-
like,
everyone wants to believe that they'll be like the big fucking like rebellious, you know. I'll fucking tell them no. It's like, yeah, and then you get cracked across the fucking mouth of the rifle butt, and you fucking start sucking whatever.
are you willing to?
bullshit goes
Yeah,
on.
it's one of those. Are you really willing to take a bullet over it?
Yeah.
Like, that's like, I kind of am. I kind of am willing to take a bullet over it. I don't wanna. You
Look,
know, I
it's-
don't wanna because that would suck.
Look,
You know.
it's either take a bullet now or take a bullet later.
Exactly.
Like, the bullet's still coming, whether you like it or not. I mean, and I know like there's a bunch of people that have been fucking threatening others with like, oh, the camps are coming for you, the camps are coming for you, and like, I get it. That's really fucking frustrating, especially if you're someone that's
Well, they're gonna
on the
have to.
outs.
Well, the people who really got to worry about the camps right now, trans people.
Yeah, what I was about to say is, and like trans people, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
I get why
you
it's
gotta
frustrating,
worry.
'cause it's
You
like-
do, in fact, have to worry.
I get like why, like, but I also understand why they're like, well, why didn't you fucking stop the camps to begin with? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, Kamala Harris ain't going to be that great, but she's not going to have people put in camps. Like, this is cake or death, people.
It's like I said earlier today on Blue Sky, where everyone should be instead of fucking Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
I said on Blue Sky today, I was like, there was a statement from Rudy Giuliani, like it was the video of that, and I said, look, I understand that all this shit that's going on with like Israel and Palestine is bad.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the fact that it's probably not going to change anytime soon is extremely bad. But I promise you, if Trump gets in fucking office, not only will that shit continue, we'll be fucking actually helping because they want to kill them too, along with every other fucking person. You are holding your vote and protest because of one genocide. I'm voting desperately to prevent many others.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well, it's also frustrating because
and they're like
it's
a
also
small
frustrating
minority.
because we have only indirect influence.
Yeah.
That's super frustrating. And you're like, but America, and I'm like, no. I mean, us voters.
Yeah.
We have
I'm not
very
doom
indirect
pilling.
influence over that, if any. You know,
So it says like, why are you both doom pilling switch? I'm not doom pilling. I honestly like, I everyone go vote, but right now with like the numbers, the amount of people that are voting, the records that are being
no,
set
doom pilling
on,
would be trying to say that like there's no point in voting. Oh God, is there a point?
there's
There's a
vote,
huge point.
Protest, get involved locally with your fucking community.
Yeah.
Now the best time to do that was yesterday. The next best time is now.
Yeah. Man, I mean, I feel good about this, but I'm also a little frustrated.
Same.
Because, all right, for one reason, my district, there is literally no chance of a Republican. Because we pretty much don't have one on the ballot. So all those other areas of California where there's like a tight race, I'm not involved in.
Right.
You know, my choice is between the least corrupt liberal.
Which, boy, let me tell you.
Oh, let me tell you, that feels
to
pretty
find.
good. It's a little scary, but it feels pretty good. I'm sitting kind of pretty. You know, I just have to make sure that I vote for the least corrupt liberal. That's my vote. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in like, let me put it this way. Like, for the longest time, like I am in Pelosi's district.
Hey, you don't have to vote for her anymore.
No, I don't. You know, which is pretty good. Actually, I never did. Actually,
Good
wait,
man.
or no. There was one time I did because she was running unopposed. So by default, I voted for her. You know, I did like Barbara Boxer, but that was a different. That's a different house. You know.
Meanwhile, where I live now currently in Michigan, not Ohio, Jack, Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. It's poor mom who lives in Ohio.
Yeah.
She lives in the Cleveland or near the Cleveland.
It is, man, I have not gotten so much political mail in my fucking life.
Oh, I get tons of that. It's just one of those like, do you know who I get a ton of mail from in this area? The Libertarian candidate, where I'm always like, oh, come on.
It's because you're part of the Church of Satan, you know, or the Temple of Satan.
No, it's because I live in fucking San Francisco, and there is like a little libertarian voting bloc that is active but doesn't swing elections.
And
And
it's,
I mean,
but like, I can't wait for you to get the mailer from the Libertarian Party. It's like, did you know that Anton LaVey was a libertarian too?
I don't think they're ever going to go with that.
Oh, but if they did.
But if they did, I'd be like, well played. Well played. Still no, but I gotta admire your grift. You know,
I think we both can agree, like, on the slide, never to the Christians, don't ever say it to their faces, but like, kind of fuck Anton.
oh yeah, no, I agreed with that. I disagreed with that guy plenty. You know, I disagree with that guy plenty. His whole his leanings towards objectivism, I totally disagree with. You know, not only do I disagree with them, I find them to be morally repugnant. You know, but
And of the devil.
and of the well, I mean, I can't say no to that. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, KD is like, I live in Mississippi. Y'all need to help me out. Get me out of here. Oh,
I escaped Tennessee, and I'd love to tell you that it's easy. It is not.
moving's hard. Moving can be hard, but it can be done. It's not as hard as you think. But it's not the easiest thing that you will do.
No.
You definitely you need a lot of, I'm getting out of this shit.
Yeah, you need to be able to just go, never coming back.
Yeah. Just leave it behind, you know, like, but what about family? Fuck that, you know, like, that's what I did.
Look, they'll either come and see me or I'll find a reason to come see them.
Yeah, exactly. And based on last Thanksgiving, odds aren't good.
Ah, damn, looks like I have to work.
Oh, do I have to work? Yeah, sorry about it. Why are you making this political? You made it political when you fucking start talking about Mexicans on Thanksgiving.
No shit. I saw this post, like, I engaged with it. It's like, have you ever noticed those fucking conversations whenever you're at like a fucking family table, like for a holiday? It always starts with the right wing, like Fox News conservative, assholes saying some fucking repugnant shit. And then when someone checks them, that person's told to shut up.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? I've noticed that.
Yeah. Because that's how like that those type of broken family units fucking work. Because I've seen families where that shit gets shut down on the quick pass. You know, where it's like, well, you know what I think we should do about that? Ah! You know, one of the other adults, like the real adult, all of a sudden is like, hey, what did we fucking say? What did we say? What did we say? We're not talking about that. Yeah, but no, those are the houses where, like, you got, like, a really good grandma who's just sort of like, oh, no, we ain't playing this game. We ain't playing this game. This game ain't being played. Not Thanksgiving. I don't give a shit. You want to have that conversation? You can have it 3 blocks away on Queen Street outside this fucking house, not eating any turkey. You got me?
Right. Like, that's the thing. Like, I fucking hate this idea that, like, we need to come together and talk our differences out and find a common ground between the right and the left, conservative and liberal. Okay.
Sometimes
fine.
coming together means some asshole got to shut the fuck up.
Not even just that. Okay, fine. When it comes to human rights, where do you stand? When it comes to to anybody that's not a WASP, where do you fucking stand? I'm sorry. Like, you have to have your red fucking lines. And unlike Biden's red lines, you actually enforce them. And you fucking tell these people, no, I'm not going to fucking show up or talk to you about this stuff. I'm not going to sit here and let you fucking denigrate trans people, just for example, because I have friends that are trans and they're very nice people, nicer than you. I am forced to socialize with you because of the curse of my fucking the curse
their
of my
problem
fucking,
just because they know what gender they are.
Yeah,
you know.
like, My trans friends, they get me. They love me for who I fucking am, and I ain't got to fucking pretend in front of them. So they're more like family than you are, Uncle Robert.
Uncle Robert, not a real example, a real example.
A real example. Hey, Joe, I wanted to ask you how your stepsister seniors go. You said she was a difficult spot. I fucking whatever she's doing, but I don't remember talking about that. She's fine, I guess. Last I talked to her was when the hurricane came through Asheville. She lived on the other side of it. I just want to make sure she was safe. But
okay. But so they didn't get hit.
No, she moved.
I have trans friends right now.
Yeah, right here,
right now, probably in the chat.
Look, hey, Jack, you want to know how trans friendly I am?
You suck girl cock?
I'm monogamous.
Okay. But you would, though, is what you're about to tell me. Okay, all right. Yeah, that works.
I know it. I'm friends with a trans man. Just saying. It's like a rare Pokemon.
Transpersonal waves. Hey.
There, found one.
Found one. It wasn't that hard,
But speaking of trans people, like the Republican Party's only fucking I guess stump post speeches are about illegal immigration.
Yeah, they're really hammering that one now.
And trans people. Have you seen the Trump ad? Oh, this one it made my skin fucking crawl when I heard it. Kamala Harris is for they, them. Donald Trump is for you. And then they had a bunch of pictures of trans people on the screen when they said that. Have you not seen that one?
Whoa.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
hey, I just found something.
Yeah.
Apparently, old Uncle Bernie is here to talk about, the Gaza and how you can vote for Kamala, why you should vote for Kamala Harris despite that.
Yeah.
I did not know. All right, Uncle Bernie. Let's.
I understand that there are millions of Americans who disagree with President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris on the terrible war in Gaza. I am one of them. While Israel had a right to defend itself against the horrific Hamas terrorist attack of October 7th, which killed 1,200 innocent people and took 250 hostages, it did not have the right to wage an all-out war against the entire Palestinian people. It did not have the right to kill 42,000 Palestinians, two-thirds of whom were children, women, and the elderly, or injure over 100,000 people in Gaza. It did not have the right to destroy Gaza's infrastructure, housing, and healthcare system. It did not have the right to bomb every one of Gaza's 12 universities. It did not have the right to block humanitarian aid, causing massive malnutrition in children and, in fact, starvation. And that is why I am doing everything I can to block U.S. military aid and offensive weapons sales to the right-wing extremist Netanyahu government in Israel. And I know that many of you share those feelings. And some of you are saying, how can I vote for Kamala Harris if she is supporting this terrible war? And that is a very fair question. And let me give you my best answer. And that is that even on this issue, Donald Trump and his right-wing friends are worse. In the Senate, in Congress, the Republicans have worked overtime to block humanitarian aid to the starving children in Gaza. The president and vice president both support getting as much humanitarian aid into Gaza as soon as possible. Trump has said Netanyahu is doing a good job and has said Biden is holding him back. He has suggested that the Gaza Strip would make excellent beachfront property for development. And it is no wonder Netanyahu prefers to have Donald Trump in office. But even more importantly, and this I promise you, after Kamala wins, we will together do everything that we can to change U.S. policy toward Netanyahu. An immediate ceasefire, the return of all hostages, a surge of massive humanitarian aid, the stopping of settler attacks on the West Bank, and the rebuilding of Gaza for the Palestinian people. And let me be clear, we will have, in my view, a much better chance of changing U.S. policy with Kamala than with Trump, who is extremely close to Netanyahu and sees him as a like-minded, right-wing extremist ally. But let me also say this, and I deal with this every single day as a U.S. Senator. As important as Gaza is, and as strongly as many of us feel about this issue, it is not the only issue at stake in this election. If Trump wins, women in this country will suffer an enormous setback and lose the ability to control their own bodies. That is not acceptable. If Trump wins, to be honest with you, the struggle against climate change is over. While virtually every scientist who has studied the issue understands that climate change is real and an existential threat to our country and the world, Trump believes it is a hoax. And if the United States, the largest economy in the world, stops transforming our energy system away from fossil fuel, every other country, China, Europe, all over the world, they will do exactly the same thing. And God only knows the kind of planet we will leave to our kids and future generations. If Trump wins at a time of massive income and wealth inequality, he will demand even more tax breaks for the very richest people in our country while cutting back on programs that working families desperately need. The rich will only get richer, while the minimum wage will remain at $7.25 an hour, and millions of our fellow workers will continue to earn starvation wages. Did you all see the recent Trump rally at Madison Square Garden?
Well, did I?
And what I can tell you is that as a nation, as all of you know, we have struggled for years against impossible odds to try to overcome all forms of bigotry, whether it is racism, whether it's sexism, whether it's homophobia, whether it's xenophobia, you name it. We have tried to fight against bigotry. But that is exactly what we saw on display at that unbelievable Trump rally. It was not a question of speakers getting up there disagreeing with Kamala Harris on the issues. That wasn't the issue at all. They were attacking her simply because she was a woman and a woman of color. Extreme, vulgar sexism and racism. Is that really the kind of America that we can allow? So let me conclude by saying this. This is the most consequential election in our lifetimes. Many of you have differences of opinion with Kamala Harris on Gaza. So do I. But we cannot sit this election out. Trump has got to be defeated. Let's do everything we can in the next week to make sure that Kamala Harris is our next president. Thank you very much.
Hey, remember all those arguments about Bernie is too old?
Looks pretty looks pretty cogent. You know?
Yeah, he seems pretty fucking alert to me. Motherfucker. Yeah, I'm not gonna live. I'm not. Hey, no, I'm voting.
Yeah, I've already voted.
Shit.
And the whole reason why they're trying to make you feel like this race is
having issues making super chats right now. Oh, there's the PayPal.
But yeah, the reason why all these polls come out and it's like, oh, it's tied. It looks like Trump's winning, or that Kamala's not going to be able to do it. It's to get you disengaged. So the first and easiest step, go vote.
Yeah.
You can vote early. You can vote on voting day. You can do what I did, get an absentee ballot, turn that bitch in, mail it. Go vote.
Yep.
Fuck it. Let's have everyone vote.
Yeah. I
And
want to hear
then-
that every American citizen in chat voted.
Yeah. Because it's important. It's the first fucking step.
I wish I was getting that werewolf I voted sticker. God damn it.
I voted in fucking Michigan. I voted early. I voted absentee, and I missed out on the fucking sticker. I'm
yeah,
mad.
I know. I had no chance, and I'm still mad.
Because you know why, Jack? I voted for that fucking sticker. I was like, nah, that's the one.
Yeah. Come on. 12-year-old girl who likes werewolves, fucking made a werewolf. Come on.
So that's what was the problem with Pete Buttigieg. I never understood why people hated him so much. Was he's just not left enough? Pete Buttigieg.
I would say essentially that is correct. I had no problem with Pete Buttigieg, but like
I do, but I think he's just like he's the quintessential milquetoast.
yeah, he's a little milquetoasty. Like I didn't have a problem with him, but I also wasn't very excited by him, if you know what I mean.
He reminds me, Jack will get a kick out of this. He reminds me of the Smiler from Transmet.
Oh, geez. Well, not as much as Trump does.
No, Trump's the beast.
Oh, yeah. Good put. Yeah. Shabadoo. Hold on. Shabadoo. Oh.
Voted early, voted by mail. Nice.
Watch
Could've
Frankie
had
Freako,
two-
by the way. If you want to know why I'm saying Shabadoo.
Just reminds me that we could have had 2 terms of Bernie at this point.
Oh, I don't know
Maybe.
about 2 terms, but well, maybe not. I don't know. I would have preferred that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have definitely preferred that, but like, some people didn't want to listen,
You voted fantastic. Again, love to see all the people here. And if you're not an American citizen, vote in your own elections. They're incredibly important too. Trust me, the steam of fascism isn't just an American problem. It's also a Canadian, European problem. Shit, it's going down in India.
Yeah. You just probably don't have an election coming up in a week.
Right. Here's my thing though, right? Like, everyone's talking about how this feels like 2016, and I'm like, yeah, but in 2016, nobody knew what Trump as president would be like.
Yeah.
Now we painfully know what Trump as president is going to be like.
But it still freaks me out that some people want that.
Some people are just fucking racist assholes riding the tide, man. Because I agree with you. I think if he gets beat this time, I feel like the tide will go back down.
Well, we'll have to, because like they won't know what to do, and they'll all start fighting amongst each other.
Oh yeah, because the Reagan neocons are going to be really mad at the MAGA people because it's like, you said this shit out loud, and that's what we ran on, and nobody wanted to vote for us.
Yeah. Like another thing, like if this happens, it'll be interesting. Which is, if Trump wins the election, but the Democrats take Congress, that's gonna get interesting.
I don't see
that happening, but
like it would be like a statistical impossibility.
Yeah.
For Democrats to gain seats, not only in House and Congress, but to lose the presidential election, that would be unprecedented. Like,
no, it wouldn't be unprecedented. It wouldn't be unprecedented. It happened to George Bush Sr.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was such like a limp wrist president, like when he first got elected.
Well, he also wasn't as fascist as Trump. That's a big deal.
Right.
You know,
Someone saying they want Missouri and Texas to turn blue. My brothers, sisters, and all those in between and outside. I would love for Texas to turn blue. But that's just that would be as hopeful as wishing that like Florida turns blue. Like it'd be great. I'd love to see it. And if it does
work
happen,
for it, but
boy,
don't bet the farm on it.
yeah, exactly. I would that would be my shocker because if that happens, man, the Republican Party is going to fucking implode if they lose.
Oh,
Texas.
wouldn't that be beautiful?
like you can't hold Texas as the Republicans. You've went too far, and then it becomes the problem. How do you get them back?
Yeah. You know, what are you gonna do? But like, it's Trump country. One of the things I think is really interesting is that Trump country. This gives me a bit of hope.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big abandon hope, all ye who enter here kind of guy, but this is making me think, interesting. I'm not seeing as much Trump stuff this time around. You know what I mean? Like, for a while, it was like every truck, every other house when you went into certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that anymore. And I'm kind of like, interesting. I know it's hard to keep that same amount of energy up for like 8 years. But how much of this is just a general toning down and how much of this is actual attrition? I don't know.
I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I hope that it is my hope that the election will be a blowout in Karras's favor. And then finally, they'll just break the whole thing with the polls having been bought.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, like I
mean, that's just a fact right now.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's just that upsetting thing of until the election happens, we don't know how much they're lying.
Yeah.
Are they lying by a little bit or are they lying by a lot? You know.
Gotta imagine a lot died during the pandemic. You also gotta imagine there's a not a small percentage that like lost their voting rights because they committed a fucking felony for this guy.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of people went back home and they caught fucking federal felonies, and lost their voting rights.
Yep.
It's the reason why I say like fuck the polls, go vote.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't right in 2020. They weren't right in 2022. They weren't right. And I guarantee you they're not right now. But the only way we can keep that shit not right.
Well, especially with all the pollsters having been bought.
Yeah. I mean, I love when like Republicans bring out the one that's like a betting market one, as if that means shit.
No, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because you can literally just fucking go in, dump $50,000 on Trump, and then just flip that thing on its head. Degenerate, like gambling, sports betting, like anyone that's really into that shit, you might as well just like buy the red hat, son. Parallel tweets this seems maybe happy. I think it may happen as a quiet or secret combo vote out there. Yeah, Here's okay. You want to know what John's great prediction is for this election series?
All right, let's have it. Let's hear it. John's great prediction.
The ruby red core of the Republican Party begins to crack. Meaning, there's going to be Republicans that just stay home. I think that's going to be the story that breaks. The Republican Party underperforms with their own core audience.
I hope so.
I hope so too, because like for me, that would be the moment of like, okay, now they're on the run. Now it's time to do the shit that they do to that Republicans do every time they have power. We should do the exact same shit. To be real honest with you, if you want another reason why I'm like not the biggest, like why I don't identify as liberal or as a Democrat, even though I vote for them, it's because whenever they get fucking power, they turn into the biggest whiny simpering pussies with it. And it's insane.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll take it. You know, like that's where I am, because the alternative is so much worse. I want to be able to vote in the next election.
I want there to be another one.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool, right? To do
Yeah. Having another election. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. You know. What's my favorite Halloween themed horror movie all time? Trick or Treat.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Hard to beat that one. Hard to beat that one.
Watch that Voyage of the Demeter today.
Oh, what'd you think?
It was good. Not great, but not bad either.
Yeah. I kind of.
That ending was like out of fucking left field, and I did not like it. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? This is turned into an MCU film. Like, what the fuck is this?
I'm hoping Bob Eggers' Nosferatu fucking does it right. Does it up right. Did I say Terrifier 3? I did. Matter of fact. I did. It was a good movie.
Isn't there like a vlog of some sort where you
I'm pretty sure there's a vlog we did over on Horror Guru's channel. We talked about Terrifier for like over an hour, I think. You know, it's a good movie. You should watch it.
Josh, send the check in the mail.
Yeah, come on. He doesn't even just send it in the mail, just slip it under that door right there.
Fuck you, I want my cut too.
Oh, you want your cut. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, man. But yeah, Terrifier 3, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Strange Darling? Oh, John, they want John's thoughts on Strange Darling.
Strange Darling. All right, well, first off, I have no thoughts because I've not seen or heard this.
Oh, okay. You should watch it. It's a good movie.
But, okay.
I recommend it.
I see it's on YouTube, so we'll give that a shot.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah, you could like the YouTube movies thing.
Oh, okay. Give them like $3 and you can watch the movie kind of thing.
Yeah. But you know what I say? I say it's a terrible fucking movie, and anyone that watches it and likes it's a terrible person. That's what I'll say right now.
What? Strange Darling?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't really know how I should feel yet. So I'm just gonna go with like, wow, if you like this movie,
you're just gonna go negative with it. You're just gonna drama channel it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying the new Twitter approach.
Oh.
Sorry. I every time I go back back on Twitter, I don't post shit. I just kind of like retweet it. Stuff. Every time I go back, I'm just like, who the fuck is this site made for?
Oh, YouTube?
No.
Oh, Twitter. Oh, right. I don't know, man. I'm trying to use Blue Sky more because I'm tired. I hate Twitter.
The vibes over in Blue Sky are so much better.
Yeah. Well, there actually are vibes for one.
Right.
You know, like that. It's kind of nice to be like, oh, there's a general feeling, as opposed to, hi, Twitter. Whoosh.
Or it's like, hey guys, I like this movie, and it's like, you're the scum of between my toes. How dare you like that? Fucking woke. You see, on Blue Sky, you do that shit, you just get blocked, and the whole site ignores you.
Yeah, yeah. Like changing the block feature, like that fucking pussy. You
Look,
know?
he just wants to see what all the girls he freaked out said about him. Okay, we've all been there, right? No, actually.
Goth don't wear a baseball cap.
Man, you know the exact reason why he wore that shit.
Oh yeah.
You know
Oh,
the
yeah.
exact reason why he wore that shit.
Fucking
I never met a nice South African.
like, no, like that guy is like the wasted tail end of a sperm.
Yeah, South African. He's
Well, exactly.
He's a
He's a
Nazi,
white South
but
African, so
not just a white South African. Dad owned an emerald mine. White South African.
yeah. Yeah, I need he couldn't just be a douchebag. He had to be the biggest douchebag.
Yeah. You know how rich kids work, Jack.
I like Strange Darling quite a lot. Oh yeah, and I do know how rich people work. Oh, do I?
Yeah.
You ever
know who they
you ever know someone and then you're like, I'll bet any amount of money I know exactly what this guy is about. And then you find out it's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what rich people are like.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, why do you keep making up shitty stories about yourself and paying off all your friends to be hanging out with you? That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. You know, I have friends. I've slept with more girls than I can remember. Off the top of my head. I mean, if I really had to, I probably could. But I don't know. Let me put it this way: I stopped counting ages ago. So, and that was before I got married.
And a few guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. Although there are only so many of them, so I remember each one.
Right.
I remember each guy. Yeah, like off the top of my head, I could probably rattle them off. But anyway, point is, I've had a lot of consensual sex with people. Mm-hmm. I've had threesomes and up. And never had to make $1 million. In fact, I've never even made $100,000.
Matter of fact, most of the time that I was doing that, I was sleeping on someone's couch.
I was pretty much broke the entire time. I was practically broke the entire time.
You didn't fuck on your own bed most of the time.
No. I fucked for my supper. You shut up. I fucked for room and board. Not unhappily. But like
I've known so many of you.
I had one person tell me, like, man, my dad just said that it was a biological imperative for women to sleep with rich men, and you can't argue with biology, and that was his excuse for cheating. My response was, oh, he's just saying that because he's ugly.
The only way he could get a fine lady is with $100 bill hanging out his zipper.
Yeah. And like, we all know how that works, which is, they'll sleep with you and then they'll get bored and they find a guy like me. And
I make them come.
And I make them come. And you're welcome. And
to be honest, I enjoyed the activity myself.
Mhm. Oh, thank you, Sinithog.
And his name is
Satan.
Fire
Yeah,
it up.
fire it up. Fire it up.
Oh fuck, that's
Oh, T-Bird, here's to you,
days.
buddy. That's still
Did I
a really
say-
good movie.
Did I tell you how I got the remake of that movie fucking ruined for me?
I'm gonna need more coffee for this. We're gonna talk about that Crow remake.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So allow me to do that. There ain't no way I'm not gonna need a drink of something.
My must dad had more than one show with the stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Like, rich people are fucked. Like, let me see here. Have you seen the new Life from Martian Manhunter? No. Don't really care. I'm enjoying that Penguin series, but that's about it. Despite John choosing to hate it, anyone else in chat like Straight Charlie. Like, I don't hate it yet. I just preemptively hating it. So that way when I watch it, I'll be like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Look at the Swing State Club. Yeah, god damn it. Fuck. I like the remake. The opera scene justifies its existence to me. All right, fair enough. Finally, I saw Lair the White Worm Insanity, and I loved it. Yep, that's pretty much how it goes down. The block thing is because he wants to cyber. Yeah, no, that's exactly why. The guy finished. He's just played remake. Yeah, no, he's gonna be bad, and I don't blame him because like that shit looked bad. But the story of how I had that movie fucking ruined for me makes up for that. He's back.
All right, Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Let's go.
So, I haven't seen the movie because I avoid trash. I avoid dog shit in the street when I can. I see it. It's right there.
There's a
I'm like,
difference
"Ooh."
between trash and dog shit.
Yeah, like I'm walking down the street. Oh man, there's a fucking dog turd. I'm not gonna step in that. I'll walk around it. That's how I viewed the fucking Crow remake.
Good man.
Yeah, I just nah. Like I didn't even make like a fucking hour-long video talking about why I like the original Crow series, like certain other YouTubers did. I just said I'm not gonna watch it. Because again,
That didn't look goth. That looked Elon Musk.
Yeah, no, it looks like fucking AI goth art. You know, it was terrible. But I didn't see it, but I had it ruined for me. And the way it got ruined for me is, we came back from the fucking Ren Fair, and we stop at Taco Bell to get food because like that's what you do after a Ren Fair. You get Taco Bell or Del Taco, you know.
Yeah.
From a West Coasties. And I'm waiting for my food, and this guy just like comes up. You ever get like that like vibrating puppy energy?
Oh yeah.
Right beside
Oh
you?
yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm just like sitting there, and like I do want like one of those. And made eye contact, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I've done conventions.
Hey, have you seen that new Crow movie? Nah, I haven't. I'm not really looking seeking it out, man. I just, it's not really my thing.
I'm not.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Oh my god, they completely like got rid of the like entire like point of the character. Yeah, that sounds crazy, man. Yeah, and then they killed the guy. Oh, I guess thanks for ruining the movie I'm not gonna fucking see.
Yeah, they kill Eric Draven. I mean, like, does he? I mean, he does die at the end of the movie, the original.
Yeah. Well, oh, oh, oh. Actually, he dies much earlier in the film.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
Sorry, my brain's been like a little fucking dark lately.
I hear you.
The nipple eye with chest tattoos, fucking for real. It was bad. It's bad punk tattoos, which is like I can kind of forgive it. Kind of.
You're like, yeah, I could. Look, I'm trying. You're like, look, I'm trying here. I'm really trying.
Did you see this movie?
I did not.
Okay, I was like, oh, thank God. I don't think.
No, I didn't think. I had this horrible, sneaking feeling that I was not going to be able to survive that film. Like, I was going to murder someone if I tried to watch that movie.
Yeah, I feel like I felt like a great disturbance in the Force.
Yes. Yeah, there would have been a great disturbance in the Force.
It's like a million voices all scream together. Fuck you.
Fuck you. The hell.
Suddenly silent.
Fuck you. The hell.
Boom.
Oh.
But this guy like kept following me around the Taco Bell, and you know how you make that move?
Oh, right. No.
Jack, you know what I'm about to
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You're like, oh man, no, dude, could you just not?
It's the I'm gonna walk over here and start talking to somebody else. This is the end of our social interaction. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm not here to talk to you if you don't mind.
I don't even know you.
I don't know you. Please stop talking to me. Oh my God. Are you high? Please, just anything.
He kept following me and telling me more fucking spoilers about this goddamn movie I have no intention of watching. Do you know how long a fucking waiting for your Taco Bell order while somebody's spoiling a flick you give two shits about in your fucking ear?
That sounds about like just 2 seconds short of forever.
Oh man, like oh my fucking God. Like they're like, John, I was like, yo, took my shit and ran out.
John, oh thank God.
Do you want to check it? Fuck checking it. Fuck checking it. We're leaving.
Fuck checking it. I'm out of here. We're done. We're good. Good going.
So if you're like at a con or some other fucking social event and you're talking to someone, and they immediately like after a while they just go on to talk to someone else. That's it. Don't approach them again, especially when they're talking to the person they just fucking walked up to. This is Uncle John giving you some fucking social lessons, all right, kids?
Trying to help you. We're trying to help you out.
Oh, my God. The Opera Scene Massacre. I mean, cool. It can have a cool fucking shot. I'm not saying that's an impossibility. I'm just saying everything else wrapped around that fucking movie just reeked of shit I would hate. So I avoided it like the plague.
Yeah. That sounds like what I would do. Because, I mean, holy crap. There's just an overall air of there was just an overall air of incompetence, like just going into that damn thing.
Right. They did good on the soundtrack. I mean, they better. Like, it's the fucking Crow.
Yeah, it's a Crow soundtrack. She should at least get that right. You know, but I just
There could be only one Crow movie. God, how much I wish you were right.
yeah, unfortunately there are like 5 of those fuckers. You know, like trust me, I've seen almost all of them. Because I had to know, and now I don't have to know anymore. I was like, no, I don't. I think I'll skip this one. I saw the one with David Boreanaz in it, and I saw this one. Oh yeah, it's awful. It is awful. And I saw this one coming. I was like, nah, why don't you just miss me with that shit? I don't need to see this. I've seen all the Hellraiser sequels. Okay, I watched that shit willingly. Yeah, we're not doing this.
You know what I think it's time for a comeback of?
What?
Highlander.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you. You know I'm right.
But they're gonna no, they'll just fuck it up again.
That's what they do with every one of them. It's great. Like, every time they make
but it makes me so sad.
Every time they make a new Highlander movie, it's like, does this have anything to do with the previous one? Kind of. Are the rules the same? Fuck no.
Does it make any sense?
No. Hell no.
Hell no. This is Highlander, baby. Well, I guess. All right. Yeah.
I'm such a Highlander fan. I watched the fucking series when it came out. And the movies of the series.
Oh, John.
Look, I was a kid.
I know what you were hoping for. I get it. I really do. I am so sorry.
Yeah, no, they're terrible. I loved them though. The game changes every fucking time. The rules of the game, the object of the game, the reward of the game. Who's in charge of the game? Who are the people that observe the game? Are there people that observe it? Like, it's...
Is there a game? You know? What
is there a game? Like, there is a Highlander.
Is there a Highlander? Is there not a Highlander? Is there only one? Who can fucking say? Who knows at this point? Nobody.
Is Kurgan is that Mr. Krabs and like
is Mr. Krabs in this one?
There's a fucking Highlander remake in the works. There is a god.
Oh no. Oh no. There's a God damn it. No, yes. Trust me. You did no, nobody watched it.
Shut up. No, I want this. Fuck off, Jack. I want this. I'm one of those people that gets really fucking excited about a new Puppet Master sequel, okay?
Well, look. All right, what I'll say in defense of Puppet Master. Hang on, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'll think of something.
Yeah.
My expectations weren't that high to begin with. There you go.
When your expectations are, I want to see a cool puppet. That's like...
yeah. You know, and you don't see one, you're sort of like, God damn it. As opposed to, what the fuck am I watching? Why am I watching this? What's going on? I thought the first movie was good. Like, some of those Highlander movies are so bad to make the first one look worse.
It's for real.
Yeah, you see a decent Puppet Master movie, you're like, man, they should have done more of those. Some of these other ones suck. But you don't go back and watch the good one and be like, wow, I like this less because of that shitty sequel.
Yeah, see, I like it when the puppets are the good guys and not the bad guys. When they're hunting Nazis, that's my favorite.
Well, I think that's best. Like, you know, because I like seeing Nazis get killed.
I do too, especially by like little puppet dudes, like Blade and fucking
Yeah,
Pinhead.
blades,
Eh,
six
Six
gun,
shooter.
six
Yeah.
shooter. You know.
Leech Lady sucks. Like it's just
Oh,
always been
I
like
like
that.
Leech Lady, but I mean, like, they didn't do anything really good with her. Like, if you're like, wow, maybe they should have done something with that, I would agree.
Cinethog saying they want to remake a Phantasm. No, you don't.
No, no, you don't want to remake a Phantasm. I'll take another sequel. I don't know what
Yeah,
they would do with it, but I'll take it, you know?
fuck it. Fuck it. They didn't know what they were doing with the fourth one. Fire another one up.
Yeah, yeah, no, for real. For real. I will watch another Phantasm movie, and you're like,
One
yeah,
for
but they're not very good. You shut up.
it's not about good. Oh my god. I like that is also fucking torch. Sorry, somebody. I'm a big Puppet
What
Master
just
fan.
happened? You kind of sputtered out there for a minute.
Sorry, I looked over and someone said torch for Puppet Master. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I love that one. Puppet Master is my fucking Roman Empire, okay? No, that's a fucking lie. That's pro wrestling. If I'm being really fucking honest.
Yeah. Well, hey. Let's be honest, man. People are like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? I'm like, not a lot if I can help it. Like, what the hell's up with this shit? But you tell me that wrestling is your Roman Empire. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, all right, yeah, I can see that. That's acceptable, man. But that just brings me back.
Uh-huh.
Undertaker, man, he let me down.
Oh, that's because your ass wasn't paying attention. He's always been like this. Always.
I see. I only paid attention to him when he was doing that WrestleMania shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know the good times.
Yeah, when he was like, he didn't talk and he was just an undead wizard.
Yep. When he's an undead wizard who barely talked, he was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I try to forget that biker fucking thing.
Well, I have nostalgia for that, but like, I understand if you don't like it.
Yeah. Like that felt like an unnecessary diversion. But, hey, shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like he makes a podcast where he talks about wrestling.
And you're like, okay, I could probably listen to oh God, shut him up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never met the Undertaker, but I feel like I met him and regretted it.
Well, as someone who has met the Undertaker in real life, let me tell you, real sad, but like I said, not surprising. I mean, the guy was fucking wearing SS shirts in the 90s.
Oh, I don't remember this era.
Yeah, look up Undertaker SS shirt. You'll find a picture.
Oh no.
Sorry, bud, but we've known. It's been established.
You know what? I hope Andre the Giant was still a good guy up to the end.
He was. I mean, he fucking hated Hulk Hogan and he didn't want to go down as a bad guy in wrestling, but he was a good guy.
Okay, good.
Beat the shit out of Ultimate Warrior, like on purpose.
Good. Ultimate Warrior was a prick.
He was, and like he kept like trying to fucking potato, which means like hit for real. He kept trying to potato Andre the Giant in a match, and Andre, legitimately a huge man.
Well, yeah, they don't call him Andre the Giant because he's, petite.
Like he's like 7 foot tall and he's like about as wide as a fucking truck. And Ultimate Warrior keeps hitting him with these clotheslines, trying to knock him down. And Andre's just not selling it. throws his ass in a fucking corner and like takes his whole body and squishes him into the fucking corner and goes like, chill out.
Chill out. You fucking, oh man. He just manhandled the guy.
Yeah.
But somebody, I guess baby gets put into a corner. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I turned him into Arnold there for a second. That was sorry. That was not a good
He had,
Andre
a,
the Giant
had a very
impression.
strange, like French German accent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jake the Snake was your favorite. Jake the Snake had the potential to be a shithead, but he has come out of that. Like so.
Well, that guy.
That guy smoked crack for real.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but like, well, what I was saying is, I was like, man, having watched those documentaries about him and like what he did to himself and why he did it and like everything that's just like fucked up and going wrong with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you figure you know half of the shit he did to himself, but you're still like, oh man, dude. No, you deserve better than this.
I mean, it's the same story that most addicts have. They had a fucking terrible childhood with a lot of abuse, and then they became an adult and they had tried to suppress that trauma.
Yeah. And like, so you got regret on top of regret on top of regret. And I'm just like, oh man, dude. That hard to watch.
Yeah, and like there's been multiple documentaries through multiple decades of Jake dealing with his addiction issues. It's a shock. It still shocks me that he's still with us in 2024. I cannot fucking believe it.
I hear you.
This guy legitimately smoked fucking crack before going to wrestle.
Yeah. And if you're like, that sounds like a bad idea, it is. It's a very bad idea.
It's an incredibly stupid idea, especially when you're in your 50s.
Yeah. Because, like, that was the other thing, right? Like, he wasn't no spring chicken when that was going on. I mean, well, he was a spring. I mean, it was going on when he was a spring chicken, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he basically his recovery is a fucking shock. That was one of those, like, when you're a wrestling fan of a certain age, you just kind of like expect your heroes to die very young because that's just what they do. You know, you got your fucking Mr. Perfects, your Eddie Guerreros, and they go early because the business, you know, they use drugs in order to fucking self-medicate and shit like that. Jake has beat the odds, and I'm like genuinely shocked that he's still with us.
Yeah. It's genuinely shocking because normally you would think his body would have just given out already.
Yeah, like it wasn't just like he wasn't like just like a fucking crackhead, you know, coke addict. He was also a fucking alcoholic. And Jack, you know how much of a fucking battle alcoholism is. It's such a battle.
I've seen it. It ain't great.
Yeah, like and then like the bastards that get to benefit off that shit get to, you know,
they get to live forever, you know, and you're just like, oh come on, like, what the fuck is this?
It's like whenever someone starts like fucking sucking off Vince McMahon as like the father of professional wrestling, the greatest booker of all time, I'm like, he used people's bodies to build himself a fucking empire and then fucking swipe them away like they didn't matter.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that noise.
No. Fuck McMahon. He's a gross dude too. Like, I don't. All right. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is going to be a bit of the pot calling the kettle black. I know. But him talking about his sexual conquest is gross.
It's especially excuse me. It's especially gross when you realize like 90% of them were non-consensual.
Yeah. Yeah, right? It's just like
he used
dude.
WWF and WWE as his personal fucking like his personal fucking human trafficking center.
Yeah.
Say what you want, it's gonna come out in fucking court eventually. But he used that entire organization to hide not only his fucking, sexual predations, but also other people's in that company's sexual predations. Like, Pat fucking Patterson touching 15-year-old boys.
I forget who Pat Patterson was.
Fuck, he may have been old by the time you were watching. Not that I'm saying anything about that, but Pat Patterson was like the first Intercontinental Champion. He was like one of the stooges for Mr. McMahon.
Okay. So, all right. Well, I got the picture. I got the picture of the kind of person he was, but he wasn't like someone that I would have known from when I was a wrestling fan.
Yeah, probably not. If you did, you probably would have like forgotten it by now.
Okay, got it.
Johnny Ace, John Laurinaitis, also using like his job title of like head diva talent search person to yeah. Yeah, no, the WWE is rotten to the fucking core.
That's too bad.
It is what it is.
Too bad. Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
It's why when people are like, why do you not watch WWE anymore? I was like, because the shit doesn't feel right anymore.
Yeah, because I totally know what you mean. Because it's all fun and games until someone losing an eye. Raping people is losing an eye.
Well, yeah. And also, like, not just raping, using an office worker literally as a fucking, like, as you would have, as a pimp would, like, to pimp her out to other fucking wrestlers, like Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Now this is all alleged and, in court right now, but it's basically been confirmed.
Let me
at
guess.
certain points.
It's all alleged, but Diddy did that shit.
Yeah, did he do?
Did he do that, dude? Diddy did that, dude.
The only reason he was good then was because Ted Turner was good. No, the only reason why he was good then is because he had the fucking Rock, The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mick Foley / Mankind, on his roster at the same fucking time. He was never a good booker. He just had great talent to make up for it. I thought Vince was shitty for his handling of Owen Hart. Yeah, you can literally point to a billion fucking reasons to not like Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and you're right.
Oh.
Yeah, no, all around piece of shit.
Right.
Do you think Vince McMahon ever went to Diddy's freak-off parties? No, because Diddy is a black man. Listen, you don't become besties with Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, and not be like a screaming racist.
Wrestling, it's great. I love to talk about it because it's like if you ever want to get the temperature of what the American public is feeling at the moment, professional wrestling is a good way to figure that out.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, there's a reason why Donald Trump's our president, and it's not because of Hillary Clinton. It's because
Yeah.
Vincent McMahon, Mr. McMahon, put Donald Trump in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It is. It's bizarre, though, right?
That he got caught with all this shit?
Well, oh, no, not that he got caught, but I mean, just like, no, the whole Trump thing in general, like, I still consider it bizarre on the basis of, huh.
Well, yeah, because you're like,
I had hope. I don't know how to say it.
Jack, Donald Trump called Vince McMahon to make sure that he was okay after there was a exploding limo segment. Donald Trump called to make sure that Vince was okay. Donald Trump believed that Vince McMahon actually blew up. And he was our president for 4 years. But hopefully that's the only amount of time he does.
Are you?
I'm not fucking kidding you.
That's.
I'm not fucking kidding you.
I. Well.
What's my opinions of Roddy Piper? He was one of the greatest fucking wrestlers of all time. Also a victim of Pat Patterson.
Really?
There's an interview he did where someone asked him who the biggest bastard in pro wrestling was, and he said Pat Patterson. And then, well, Jack, you've been around a person when they kind of go back in their brain after some type of sexual assault when they were a kid.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they just kind of like go back there and they get that face. Yeah, he just like completely shut up. Yeah, no, it was like, oh my God. No, because he was like, I started wrestling when I was 15 and then just went somewhere for like 5 minutes.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wish you share my optimism. For what? That was such a mark. She believed Vince died in the limo explosion. Yeah, I mean, I didn't believe that he actually died. I thought it was fucking hilarious that like Chris Benoit died the night afterwards, and we had to get a promotion of Vince from heaven.
Oh my God. Sorry.
They did. No.
Are you fucking serious? That was the next day?
Yes. So they do this show, and it's a tribute show to Chris Benoit. Now you know what Chris Benoit did, right?
Oh yeah.
They didn't know until until after filming that episode of I think it was Raw or SmackDown or some shit like that. And then the facts came out about it. And they had to distance themselves.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, Chris Benoit murdered his own family.
Yeah, so Chris Benoit killed his 7-year-old son, his wife, and himself after I would say a mental breakdown brought on by CTE and early onset dementia. He killed them very violently.
Brutally.
Yeah. And at first it was reported that it may have been an attack or a suicide pact. Then it was then the truth came out. Yeah. And
yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
So and then like the question became, because let's not forget, like 2 months earlier Eddie Guerrero died, and then before that, like a year earlier, Mr. Perfect died.
Yeah.
So a bunch of
Yeah.
people were like, hey, can we like start talking about like what's going on there in that fake wrestling in the WWE? Like, yeah, wrestling history, it's great.
Yeah, if you're like, wow, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it sure
Yep,
is.
sure
It sure
does.
is. It sure is. But it's some of the greatest fucking freaks you'll ever find in your life. I can't remember this guy's name, but this is the man that like Vince McMahon said was his idol when he was a kid. He's a wrestler. I think his name was like Dr. John something. I'm not sure. Someone in chat will probably correct me. So, Dr. John's mom is in the hospital and she dies. And Dr. John was sad about it, decided he was going to drink a whole bottle of Jack Daniels to feel better. He got about 75% through it, and he decided that he was going to bring Mama home. Mama's dead. Mama's dead, folks.
Whoa.
So he walks into the hospital with a bottle of Jack and a fucking shotgun, fires around into the fucking ceiling, and screams for his mom. He goes through the hospital, finds his mom's corpse that's still on the fucking hospital bed, puts her over his shoulder, and walks out of the hospital to take her back home.
So he's
And
doing
that's
like he's like something out of a Tyler Perry movie.
wrestling. The real shit's the weirdest stuff. He fucking walked out and took his mom home. The police had to come by his house and like drag him out so that they could get the body back.
Sir, we would like to be, sir. Sir.
And I'm assuming you know about Jimmy Superfly Snuka, right?
Oh yeah, I know about Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
You know about Superfly. Dr. Jerry Graham. Thank you, George. That's who it was. So Jimmy Superfly Snuka murdered his wife. Did you know that?
Yes.
Do you know why he never served time for it? Allegedly.
Oh.
But I think this is
No, I'd never.
All right. So, for those of you that don't know, I'll give you the cliff notes. Jimmy Superfly Snuka was a big main event.
Yeah, he's
wrestler.
a big deal.
Yeah. He was a savage Samoan. He would wrestle with like he didn't wear shoes when you wrestled and stuff like that. Like he was supposed to be from the savage island of Samoa. Racism. So he also had a bit of a coke problem, like you do. And apparently he got really fucking high and like got very angry at his wife and like choked her out in this hotel room. The police come by. Vince McMahon is waiting for the police when they get there. And he grabs him by the shoulder and he's like, look, you got to understand. And this is during a time where like nobody really talked about wrestling being fake. So he grabs this police officer. He's like, look, he just went a little crazy. He's a savage. You see, he's not like you and me, pal. He's not all there. So we'll take care of this, and we'll just say it's an accident that happened. And then they didn't press charges because Jimmy Superfly Snuka was a savage and didn't have it wasn't in the right headspace. Wrestling
that
is
detail I didn't know.
yeah. basically racism is the reason why, like, racism and kayfabe are the reason why Superfly never did prison time. Yeah, he slammed her head into a hard object. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? Wrestling. Look, it's.
You're not wrong. We're just saying we don't have an answer.
Yeah, yeah, no, you're right. Like, what the fuck? It makes no goddamn sense. But look, there are good times too in wrestling. It's not all sad. That was brutal as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, well, I'll give you a funny story then.
All right, let's do that.
So there was this wrestler who went by the name of Sable. You may have seen her. She was the first WWF woman to be featured in Playboy. She got.
Yeah.
She was a bitch. Didn't want to change.
That was a funny story, right? Not one of those oh God, why'd you tell us this one?
No, this one's funny. She was a bitch and treated the rest of the locker room, the women's locker room, like shit. And was kind of like had her own private locker room and stuff like that. Was a princess. Well, the girls got mad about it and they brought it to wrestlers' court, and which was a real thing.
Wait, there's wrestlers' court?
What time is it? 1:16. I don't have time to fucking.
Okay. I have to just take it on your authority that this is a thing. Okay, all right.
Yes, this is the thing. And they were like, "We are tired of this bitch. We need to do something to her. We need to rip her, but not in a funny way, but in a mean way." So they got, I think it was X-Pac, Randy Orton. No, Randy Orton shit in someone else's bag. It was X-Pac and someone else. Oh God, I can't remember now. So they went and grabbed her fucking bag and put it like in the middle of the shower and got it like soaking wet, and then someone took a shit in the fucking girl's bag.
Someone, we're not saying who.
Someone shit on Sable's bag, and she was pissed. Really.
God.
Yeah. Oh, wrestlers. Okay. All right. I'll talk about wrestlers court for a little bit, but then I need to get to bed.
Okay. We'll go out on this. All
right. So I brought up wrestlers court. Now, Jack, what do you think wrestlers court means?
Well, I would assume that wrestlers court would be like some sort of like arbitration that they have pre-agreed to go through when handling internal problems.
Spot on.
Okay. All right.
It's the wrestlers. Basically, it's the wrestlers like I guess it would be like their HR. They're like all the wrestlers agree to do this thing, and usually there's one person that's in charge, and most of the time it was Undertaker.
Okay.
So you go to wrestlers court when you do things that would be considered uncouth. Now, what would be uncouth if you're a wrestler? Well, there's many things. One, being a cheap ass, not paying for your fucking room and board or for the gas because you are being a cheapskate. Mick Foley and Owen Hart both went to wrestlers court over that. Not selling well enough or fucking sandbagging someone,
Right,
basically
right.
making someone look bad. You could be taken to wrestlers court for that. Losing a dodgeball game with a bunch of rookies, that'll get your ass taken to wrestlers court as well.
What?
This was during JBL's term as the judge of wrestlers court. So
okay, do they televise this shit or something?
fuck no.
Okay, just checking.
then,
Just
like,
checking.
So you go to wrestler's court and you present your case. And then after you present your case and give your closing statements, there is the bribing of the judge ceremony. Usually with Taker, you would have to get him like 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, and you'll probably get a lenient sentencing.
Okay, all right.
And like, it sounds stupid, but it's so true. Like, you would literally like bribe the judge to rule in your fucking favor, and both sides would do this. Like,
Okay.
and then, like, that was your punishment. Like, they'd pick something like you have to carry around the veterans' bags for like 3 months, or you can't drink during this tour of Europe, or some shit like that. And then that was that. You had to be held to it.
All right.
I imagine Ultimate Warrior went to Wrestler's Court a lot. Probably not, because like no one liked him. So why the fuck would they want to spend more time around him?
The answer is not as often as you think, because people just kind of hated the guy and didn't want to give him the out.
What? Ultimate Warrior is like if there's one person that can make Hulk Hogan look less of a shitbag, it might be Ultimate Warrior. And that's a big might. I don't believe it, because like Hogan is just eternally a shitbag. But
who knows?
But who knows, right? Sorry. I went deep into my hyper focus. I apologize. And I'm also tired, so I'm being more fucking. Yeah, I need to go to bed.
All right. I'll let you go to bed. It's probably about. I should probably do something a little bit similar myself. But I want to thank everyone for coming on down. That includes everybody.
Yeah.
And I hope that you were as entertained as I was.
And also thank you, Cinethog, I think is the name, for the $20 super chat.
Yes, thank you, Cinethog, for the super chat. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Ma'am.
Whatever.
yeah, whichever. I'm a little tired, so little did you know that when you're Gen X, the first thing that goes is your pronouns. So it's not intentional. It's not intentional.
You just get rid of them? Like,
well, no, they just go.
Oh.
You know how the first thing they say to go is your memory. Well, that's like the first part of your memory is you just lose the ability to properly use pronouns.
Oh.
I was calling myself M the other day. It's pretty bad. It was pretty bad. All right. Anyway, until next time, Ave Satan, Disco Inferno, and remember, Satan and I love you all very much, no matter what your pronouns are. And until then, remember, Satan, I love you very much, and wash your ass. Take care.
Wash your fucking ass.